Welcome to the notes for 10-3. Today we're going to solve more equations, but we're going to switch over to exponential equations. Our focus here today will be to focus on rewriting expressions so that they have common bases. So the directions, we'll start out here. Solve the following exponential equations by rewriting the expressions, it should be so they have a common base. Let's change that. All right, so example 1. We have 2 to the power of x plus 3 is equal to 2 to the power of 2x. So the thing that you need to notice here is right now we are looking at two expressions and they're both base 2. Remember, the base is the big number, the exponent is the small number that's superscript. Okay? If our bases are the same, right, in this case we have 2 and 2, then all we're really comparing is the exponents. So what we would do here, since these ones have the same base, if they've already got the same base, then we're just going to take our exponents, which we have our x plus 3 and our 2x, and we're going to make a new equation. We're going to set those equal to each other. So x plus 3 equals 2x. And now we're just going to solve that equation. So we'll just subtract an x to get our x's on the same side, and we're left with 3 is equal to x. And that would be our answer, 3 equals x. Now we can check these just like we checked most of our problems. We can take 3 and substitute it into our original problem. 2 to the power of 3 plus 3 should equal 2 to the power of 2 times 3. And if we simplify each of these expressions, you'll see that we're going to end up with 2 to the 6th power equals 2 to the 6th power. On this problem, we don't even need to figure out what 2 to the 6th power is. We already know that this is equal, so that would work out for us. Let's move on to example 2. Now you'll notice when we look at this one, we've got 3 as a base and we have 9 as a base. So those are not the same bases. Okay, so we have different bases. So in order to be able to solve it, we need to rewrite them so they have the same base. So what we want to do here is usually want to look at the one that's a little bit bigger. Let's look at 9, right? Can we rewrite 9 so that it's base 3? I'm going to write that on here. Can 9 be rewritten as base 3? That's a terrible 3. Sorry about that. There we go. And I think we know that we can, right? 9 is the same thing as saying 3 to the 2nd power. So what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite 9 as 3 squared instead. So let's just take our original problem. I'm going to recopy here. I've got 3 to the 5th power equals, now instead of putting 9 in there, I'm going to put this expression in. I'm going to put 3 to the 2nd power, and then I'm still going to bring down that 2x, right? So that's still coming down up here. Now we need to use our exponent rules. Remember, when you raise a power to a power, we multiply. I'm going to write that on here too. When you raise a power to a power, we multiply. So this would be like saying 3 to the 5th is equal to 3 to the 2nd power times 2x. Right? And then we can go ahead and just simplify that. What is 2 times 2x? That would be 4x. So we now have 3 to the 5th power is equal to 3 to the power of 4x. And I hope you see now where we're at. We've got the same base, 3 and 3, just like we did on the previous problem. So we're going to pull out our exponents and set them equal. We have 5 equals 4 times x. And then we'll just solve for x. Divide each side by 4. And we get 5 to the 4th, 5 fourths equals our x. Now, can we check it? Absolutely. Let's take a little peek here. Right, our one side of our equation is 3 to the 5th. Right, if you do 3 to the 5th in your calculator, you should end up with the number 243. If you take our answer, 5/4, and we put it in for x in our second expression, we have 9 to the power of 2 times 5/4. Well, that's the same thing as 9 to the power of 10/4. If you type that into your calculator, I'll let you go ahead and do it. Okay, what you should end up with is also 243. So we know that this answer is correct because we get the same value on both sides of the equation. All right, so this is problems 1 and 2 from our 10-3 solving exponentials with common bases notes. You can look to the next video for the next example problems.